Hey, Eddie Bells here. I don't know how to get this off. I apologize. This is crazy, right? Y'all like my hat? Oh man, Facebook is crazy. Alright, there we go. Got it. So listen guys, hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday, November, 20th? Time is flying. It's about to be the end of the year, of course. And, really today, I just want to talk with you real quickly. Something that my pastor said that I'm in total agreement with. He says the last 6 weeks will be better than the last 46 weeks. And, I believe that. And I guess I just want to kind of bring that to you all. And but it starts with a belief. And nothing happens if you don't have belief and vision to see it. It's like if you're in a ship and you got the baddest ship. I mean, it's the best boat, the best yacht, the best whatever, right? But you don't have a direction of where you're going, then you can be sitting there pretty, but you're not going anywhere, right? And so I say all that to say you got to have vision, but you also got to have the belief. So I would just say this: believe that the next 6 weeks will be better than the last 46 weeks. Maybe this year wasn't the best year for you. Maybe you had more downs than ups, right? But let me just say this: everything happens for a reason, right? Sometimes you could have a winter season of a year, and your spring is just around the corner. There's never been a double night. Joy comes in the morning, right? So after night has to come morning, and in the morning, that's where your joy comes, right? There's never been a double night. So there's never been a double winter, right? After winter comes what? Spring. And it has to happen. It's just the law of the earth. So with that being said, have the faith to believe that you can push strong. And here's why I say this: because your mind actually has trigger points where if you start to believe something, put it like this. You guys know this example. You ever have a car that you just got, and all of a sudden when you get that car, you start seeing a whole bunch of them on the road, right? It's like everywhere you go, it's like, oh my God, they got my car, right? And so that's because your mind has suddenly been opened up to that vehicle because you just purchased it. Right? And so the same thing happens when it comes to belief, is that when you have belief and when you open up your belief space, what happens is you start to attract things into your existence because you believe. And when you don't believe, you repel those things. So it's just like the car. You just got the car, and now you see everybody with your car. Well, let's just flip that. Let's think of it as the belief, right? You just got the belief. Now you see everything happening to you that you believe because you opened up your belief receptors. Does that make sense? So all I'm saying is it will be the best 6 weeks, right? You can have the best Christmas, the best holiday time, the best relationships that you'll get new relationships, right? You'll get new opportunities, right? New open doors, new promotions. All this stuff can happen if you believe it, if you speak it, if you declare it. I'm really big on affirmations. I speak affirmations over myself every day. I even have my nephew saying affirmations, right? And so I've noticed a change in him just from him saying that, right? Because words have power, words have life. I know I've talked about this probably a million times, but there's even a study that they did where they took somebody, they had them speak negative over water, and they had them speak positive over some water, and then they froze it. And then what happened was and they did it with water, they did it with rice. I think it's Dr. Emoto. I think that was his name. It was a Japanese scientist. And so what they found is what they spoke negative over, it was old, it was black, it was moldy looking, it was ugly, it was everything. And then when they pulled out, they froze it to capture. And when they took out the positive container, it was a perfect formed crystalline, right? And so I say all that to say that that's a physical example scientifically, if you don't want to believe me spiritually, at least believe me scientifically, that when you speak, your words have immense power to create things, right? And so I'll never forget, I remember that I think I was praying or something, and God kind of gave me a vision or a revelation, I would say, that when we speak, the angels come and take the words out of our mouth and activate and go to war with it. And they literally take the words right out of our mouth, and it becomes almost like a sword. So when we speak positive things, that word is formed into something that the angels go into and they start to create right away. And then when you speak a negative thing, it's a double-edged sword, right? So again, I can go on and on about this topic, but I just wanted to just kind of bring faith to you guys, because maybe you're in a heavy season, maybe you're in a season where things are not going the way you want it to go, maybe life is not really happening like you want it to happen, and that's going to happen for all of us. But just understand that 90% of what we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Someone said to me today, we were talking, and they said, how you doing or whatever, and I said, I'm amazing. And they're like, man, I've never heard anybody say they're amazing. And I said, it's a state of mind, right? Now, that doesn't mean that everything is perfect in my life, right? But I'm still amazing, right? Because I choose to believe that I'm amazing, and I choose to attract amazing into my realm. And so when something that's not amazing comes to me, I immediately repel it, right? Not that I'm not living in reality, right? I live in reality, but I choose to affirm, I choose to accept, I choose to attract and believe and draw into my life what I want to believe, and what I want to be. Right? Act the way you want to feel, and then you'll feel the way you act. It's a state of mind. And when you have that mindset, which, to be honest with you, most people don't have that mindset. So when you have that mindset, you get to live on a whole nother level, because you start to attract things that other people can't attract because they don't think that way. Does that make sense? So I hope you guys got some value from this. I hope you guys are ready to have a great turkey day. I know I am. Let me ask you guys a question. What's your favorite part of the turkey? Mine is the leg, right? For those of you who know me from growing up or whatever, the leg was always reserved for me, right? So I'm just curious, what's your favorite part of the turkey? Comment below. I hope you guys got some value. Share. If this is a replay, you're looking at this, just comment replay. If you're looking at me live, just comment live. And if you got some value from it, just like, comment, or share. Appreciate you guys. God bless. And we'll be talking again over the next couple of days. I'm going to do a lot more videos as we close this year strong. And I just want to bring to you guys as much value as I possibly can. God bless.